Praxis if we're going alphabetical order, as well as Tomb of the Spider Queen. The teams will appear to be ready, and so with the quick look at the map pick, we're going to Infernal Shrines picked by Vendetta.
Gotsky looking for that damage, finds it.
Sorry about that, that's not what was supposed to happen. I pressed R and it went to the source that started with an R because I was in the wrong window. But yeah, so here we go into draft for Infernal Shrines picked by Vendetta for game number 1 of ReGen versus Vendetta. Darian, settle down, my dude. Sit. Oh, don't do this, bud. It's gonna make me bring out the bribes. I'll remember to switch over to the draft as soon as I turn back. But I told him to sit. That means he's got to sit before I can do anything else. Shame on me for thinking he would mind the most basic of commands this evening. Okay, bye, Fluffy Butt. So, speaking of Fluffy Butts, Anduin and Kerrigan, the first bands out for the evening. Junkrat following up, ReGen not wanting to deal with some pretty strong area pressure out of the Anduin and the Junkrat. Kerrigan is an interesting ban, I imagine. Puppy. And Zeratul. So melee assassins going away. Let's see if I can find a toy while we get our first pick. Want the taco? Want the taco? Let's see if he'll play with the taco. Yeah. An Uther first pick. Now the tank Uther meta has fallen off a little bit due to nerfs to armor and stuff. But it can still go either way because a lot of times you can do some beefy things with Uther still. And Vala Zag both go through to Vendetta. ReGen not respecting either of the pretty much first pick or ban heroes in the meta right now. After this patch, Zag really strong, Vala still really strong after the previous patch. So this will be interesting to see. Hager and Stukov to follow up. That's gonna be, Hager and Stukov. But Hager does really well in the shrines, and Stukov's more of that area control. I think he'll do pretty well. But Zagval is gonna be hard to deal with. Hager can get back to them. Greymane getting banned out. Don't want more dive onto the Vala and Zag. That makes sense. The last ban come from ReGen is Garage. That's a, I guess that's a throw away the dive pick for Vendetta maybe, and is why there's the ban. Diva and Brightwing. That's gonna be, definitely trying to keep people away from the Vala Zag. So that'll be interesting to see. Maev and Tychus. I like the Maev pick. I'm not sure about the Tychus here. That grenade build can do a lot of damage though to the 3 squishies in the back. But the Diva, and then once Diva's out of the mech and is susceptible, she's susceptible to that grenade when she's trying to get in. Also, the grenade is I think instant clear at level 7 on the Shrine Monkeys. Joanna, however, could be a big old dent in the Maev Tychus morale. Let's see, there's only one person, so not really able to do a prediction. I think all the Blizzard stuff going on, and there's a lot of matches happening right now between those two things, which I wasn't going to mention, but that's probably why. Oh yeah, big ol'.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
That's interesting. Alright, so for the blue team, ReGen, Aragonis on the Uther, Albatox on Tychus, Splash on Stukov, Voltanian on the Hogger, and Flyest Raven running that Maya. That is again ReGen in the red trunks. Hold the door on Joanna, Indigo Zap on Zagara, Zalgo Jack on Diva, Gloxorus on Brightwing, and on the Vala. And here we go. Got a 2-2-1 split for ReGen, trying to avoid stacking the Vala, probably. Gonna go ahead and rotate out, trying to stay ahead of the rotation, clear out the Zag stuff, because nobody wants that Zag stuff. Nice pick onto the Diva mech, and Uther interrupting the rotation. And this is my first time really looking at, I've even played with a Zag since the patch, this is my first time to really see a Zag. So let's see how this goes. They're getting that camp. ReGen's also gonna grab, oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Look at that posture. Look at that posture. Alright, Val, that's enough of you. They're gonna get the camp. ReGen does pick up their own siege camp. But we do get a 4v4. Flyest Raven coming on in, pulling out the Zag. Brightwing gonna shift to the Zag and going to get there in time. Holiday silenced in that pool for a long time. Gets slowed down. The Vault of the Warden is going to save Flyest Raven from that last little bit of damage. Gonna pick up some heal in the process thanks to the split. And level 4s for ReGen first. Here's a look at the talents. Little bit of minor engage there. This first shrine is a mortar shrine. That Punisher, good burst damage, but not really what you want. Frost Shrine is where it's at, or Frozen Punisher. I thought he's trying to get some clear before the shrine goes out. Voltanian picking up this Bruiser camp while the rest of Vendetta is getting theirs. So those are going to clash here at the objective. And instead of going to the shrine, everyone's going to the mid lane. Oh, nope, they're headed up to the top now. I could have just waited like 5 seconds. And then here, the RB comes. Hear the RB? I don't know. You want to come on in with the staggering blow from the Hogger. Gonna knock her back so that condemn doesn't happen. But the shield glare blinding a not auto-attacking Tychus. So that didn't really do much. Here's another look at the talents. I suspect that level 7 Tychus is going to grab that grenade again. Figure they are at level 4. Really good 100 to 0 on pretty much anybody in this build. Pretty quick 100 to 0 too. Like 3 to 4 seconds. Raven coming on in as Joanna and Brightwing are splitting up, gets the tethers just in time, but Uther goes down in the back line. Joanna and Brightwing no help. Brightwing going down to the Tychus with that extra oomph from the grenade. Level 7 for both teams, but Joanna is gonna fall as well. 34-35 for the red Vendetta. Gonna try to get this shrine done, and they do. They lose 3 in the process. Uther was the only one to die for ReGen, but Vendetta is going to pick up the objective. The first mortar punisher, a mortar punisher, going in, jumping on Altanian, not getting behind the gate, but with most of Vendetta dead, I guess that's okay. Can't pick up for Vendetta. Tag high-fiving through the jungle. Tychus and Hogger switching lanes. Looks like they might make a play for their own team. Get here in a second. Maev soaking that bottom lane. They're up by half a level. ReGen wants to get this level 10. So this is a good engage for Vendetta. Got Tychus down to half. Not able to follow up, but Vendetta still very healthy out of the exchange for being down a level for that fight. Really good trade. And again, ReGen trying to avoid a full-on fight until they get this level 10. They need to get those camps if they want to grab this 10 early on. Otherwise, they're just letting Vendetta catch up. Joanna and Vala coming in, trying to get this pre-10 fight one more time. Get a grab on the Uther. This Hungering Arrow is going to bounce around. Maev looking to maybe go in, but Raven saying, nah, I'm chill. I'm chill. Sukhov coming to help. Sukhov with the big old meaty slaps. And Commandeer Ode going to be popped for the siege. There is no objective ready to spawn, but the Frozen Punisher is going to come into the spot lane. So getting ahead on the spot lane is exactly what ReGen wants to do. Vendetta needs to try to hold them off. Unstoppable Joanna, that Iron Skin with the Condemned, trying to get that lane cleared up right in front of the gate. This shrine taking forever to activate. This side camp still not picked up, and not a whole lot of value out of that Commandeer Ode. They did get that tower though, and I think, okay, other than the wall from that Punisher, so that is the first tower taken for ReGen, which is a good step in the moment. That's even that just a first tower usually says a lot for the game. That Punisher taking out that front wall without a team there, I don't know if that counts. Diva getting staggering blown into the wall. The Diva bomb is going to go off, and Diva is dead. Falling Sword giving the top pull to the team. Here comes the strafe after the Falling Sword. Condemn comes out. The pull on Zag by the Maev. Great pull. That's going to be enough to kill the Zag. Sukhov's going to fall to the Vala though, just free attacking from the back. Lots of value out of that strafe. We've seen a bunch of the ultimates. We'll look at these level 10s here in a second. This fight is broken up. The shrine, the Frozen Shrine is active. Divine Shield, Hortipult, Warden's Cage, that's what it is. Commandeer Odin and massive shove for ReGen. Vendetta coming in with straight blink heal. Nidus Network, micro missiles, and falling sword. Let's take a look at this fight. Cooldowns are about even, but Maiev does fall to the Vala. Brightwing came in for the save on it. Looks like the Joanna. Not quite enough focus to get first blood for not first blood, but to get ahead on this fight. Brightwing turning fights. Vendetta coming on in with probably this Punisher secured. That top lane needs to get cleared out for ReGen. This bottom fort needs to get pushed for Vendetta. Vendetta getting a camp to walk through mid as well. Lanes are very well taken care of. Punisher jumps the wall onto the Uther. A big 2-3-man pull by the Maiev. Going to get the Brightwing, the falling sword unstoppable. Not enough for Brightwing to get out, and I think Vala was too far out of range for a blink.
Red team's Punisher has fallen.
And that Punisher does go down without taking yet another fort. Zag looking a little dangerous there. Almost put it in the siege game. Drop the creep and left. Rotations on the safe side, and ReGen taking their own safe side, so no rotations blocked. Vala, how is Vala stacking? 37 multi-shots out, or 37 heroes hit by multi-shot, so that's stacking along okay. Nice stun onto the show from the Uther, unstoppable with the Iron Skin comes out. Blind trying to get away. Iron Skin looks like it will have been enough. Subdue not quite getting done. It looks like that's what she was going for there. The Silver Hand getting finished there. Wave of Light rather getting finished by Uther. A little bit sporadic there. I apologize. Zag retreating from the Hogger. Just not ready to push in without a wave, I think. I heard Commandeer Odin. No, I didn't. What did I hear? I heard a sound. Siege camp is up for ReGen. Vendetta still got about 30 seconds left. Hold the door, hiding in the bush. Coming in for this siege camp. So now Vendetta knows. Uther stopping the rotation, gets a big stun onto the Vala. And that's going to get capped for ReGen. What's Zag do? So this next one should be an Arcane Punisher. It's going to be top lane again. So this middle lane neglected by the RNG Shrine Gods. And Zalgo Jack looking to push out this lane, give themselves an advantage going into this next shrine. Zag with that Nidus Network is going to be able to push bot for quite a while before showing up for the objective as well. And I think Vala will have the shrine handled pretty much on her own, maybe show taking because those shrines hit pretty hard. So 2v2 in the bottom lane, but both of Vendetta's two can just teleport up there, while Tychus and Uther have to walk. Uther's already made that walk. Diva has started the shrine. Hogger and Maiev looking to get an engage once their team is there. Zag just getting that camp. Zag Brightwing ignoring top. Brightwing coming up now. So now 4v4. Tychus not there yet. This shrine fight is about to get started. 5v4 at level 17. Zag hasn't shown up. still pushing that bot forward. That could very easily still be objective, or counter objective value. The Diva Bomb comes out, massive shove away. Stukov not wanting to deal with that. That bottom port does go down. This is the first port of the game. Zagara comes through that Nidus network. This is now a 5v5. Big bullets have already been used. That Warden's Cage pops, but doesn't pull anybody in. The Falling Sword, nice and stoppable coming out. There's the strafe though. Diva Mech goes away. Nobody else has died. Brightwing shifting yet again. Got that back pretty quick. Diva with the big shot, not, or the triple shot, not quite landing. And ReGen in position to take their first objective of the set. 2 more to go. That's a Tiger's Grenade away. If need be, that's going to take care of it. That is a Arcane Punisher to push top lane. That bottom lane does need to get taken care of. Voltanian did make it back on the Hogger. He's going to get that cleared up, and let's see what this Arcane Punisher has to say. Hops onto the Joe. No Iron Skin to Unstoppable. Save the health. So this front wall is going to go down. This port's going to take a lot of damage. That Welly, or the Well, rather, is going to die. This port taking damage pretty quick. Another jump onto Joanna. The Iron Skin comes out afterwards. Doesn't really mitigate a whole lot. But the defense from Zag is pretty immense here. That Punisher goes down without taking that fort. And this is the state of the bot lane now. Decent clear coming from the coming from the Hogger. And here's a look at XP. Right, we're gonna go ahead and go back. That Z is surely up. Level 20 is coming up soon. Vendetta wants to take another fight before 20 because they're down a whole level, so that bonus XP from having forts down exactly probably isn't going to make it. But Maiev, also going for that free 20 fight, is going to catch Diva and Brightwing in that Warden's Cage, but nobody's going to die. The mech gets exploded instead, and that top port does go down. Zag getting a lot of push value. And Hogger having to go back to do more clear, taking care of those lanes yet again. Siege camp up, bottom siege camp up. Probably where they're going to go next. Hogger getting that clear, letting that experience come to them. That's going to be level 20s for ReGen. Just about, yep, already before that lane is cleared. Let's take a look at these 20s. We have Avatar, right? Redemption. That's Avatar is Muradin. Shadow Strike, that's an interesting one. We might have a fight here. No, not quite. Oh, that does a slow and an armor reduction. That's interesting. Big red button and top off. Top off for the Scott. Level 20s are now there for Vendetta. There goes the opportunity for ReGen to take a level 20 fight up. Infinite Strafe. What's that actually called? Death Siphon. Invisible Friends. Oh, the Hunter Killer upgrade. Pack Instinct. Zag and summons deal 25% more damage to enemies attacked by a Hunter Killer in the last 3 seconds. So that's going to start building up. That's pretty good damage. I think the Banelings count as the summons too. They've got to, right? A Blade of Armor, the spell damage reduction, really strong on the Diva. And Falling Sword Lightning Bolts, Heaven's Fury. There's going to be some resets on Falling Sword, lots more unstoppable, lots more damage, and some healing coming out of it too. So look for an early Falling Sword and then a second one in the fight. Micro missiles have been used, but it's only short cooldown. The lanes are pushing. Invisible Friends all over the place. Come here, Odin comes out. And there is the Death Siphon Strafe, but it's not going to get value. And it's just Mecha Tychus versus Mecha Diva going at the shrine. Top fort falls over to that camp. That's going to start swinging that top fort back over. There is the falling sword. Damage or cooldown reduced to 12 seconds based off of all those lightning bolts giving those heals. How much healing does that mean Joe has done? Joe has healed what is that? 3,000? 2,500? Joe has healed for 2,500. There it is. Healing others. 6. Oh no, that's fine. Nice jump over the wall. The Diva Bomb comes out. There's Infinite Strafe. There's getting value. Trying to stay away from that Uther stun to not get pulled out of it, but trying to stay close enough to hit to keep going in. And the staggering blow is, oops, sorry about the mouse there. The staggering blow is going to be enough to interrupt that strafe. And but Hogger does go down. Lots of strafe value out of that one. Zag trying to lead Flyest Raven with those Banelings, but Raven not taking the teleport still is going to go down. Good zoning by the Zag. And a good fight by Vendetta coming in 5v3 now. They may push to win here. It's past level 20s. There's 2 of ReGen dead. This is a potential end call. Should be an end call. It might be 3 dead if Aragonas can't stay alive here. Even zooming on past Keith. There is the falling sword. Coming here, Odin for the unstoppable. Still staying still. Divine Shield comes out. And Tychus to keep him alive. The strafe out yet again. Gonna last for a little bit, but not a whole lot of value out of that Death Siphon again. But this bottom keep goes down. Maiev will be up in 15 seconds, and that's gonna be the whole roster. So the 5v3 is over. The power play is done, and Vendetta is gonna have to go back and set up for this next shrine. So this is the mortar again? Oh, this is arcane. Mid still hasn't had a pun? No, mid had that last Punisher? Mid had that last Punisher. Bottom camp picked up for Vendetta. Siege camp got as well. I mean, they're both siege camps, but Flyest Raven popping an invincibility. Gonna get Poly though, gonna get stuck in that condemn. Goes ahead and gets the pull, and there is the Diva Bomb in the Warden's Cage. A great counter to that engage every time. I think that's what that bomb is being saved for. But another pull up the right wing, but no, but that Warden's Cage is a big cooldown gone. Falling Sword gets a little bit of a reduction, but Maiev going back in, tries to get that slow off. Joanna almost dead, but not quite. There is the Death Siphon and the stun on top. Uther sacrificing a lot of health, maybe even his life to stop that strafe from going off. It might be worth it though, because Vala looks like she's about to die. Brightwing not able to get to the teleport in time. Vala goes down to the Tychus though. Maiev doing a lot of that work. Lots of burst damage going out. This master shove out onto the Diva, getting rid. Stukov clearing out the front line for the team. And Zag and Joe not able to follow up. Maiev gonna go ahead and back and looks like clear out that core. Voltanian on the Hawker is gonna stick around this time instead. And the shrine is up. Staggering blow back. That core still taking the pressure to the siege. But the falling sword goes out, it hits enough to get a full reset. Look for it again for this engage. That is a half health blue team. Red team Vendetta, big condemn onto 3. The Iron Skin is over. I really want to see this falling sword yet again. Can be huge here. Big silence onto the Zag. Aragonas, double-digit health is going to go down. I think that's the first time he's died since hitting level 20, so he should come back with this redemption. He's standing in position like he's going to, but not healing Tychus. That's interesting. All right. Oh no, Uther is dead, but a double and a half kill for the Maiev. There's the falling sword yet again, down to 20 seconds. The Joanna dies upon landing. Stukov is dead as well, but that death siphon going out forever and ever and ever. Oh, gets ranged out enough. Doesn't get continued, but also doesn't die for it. So, end result is 3 for 3 on that exchange, but the Punisher does go over to ReGen, who now has time to do lane management, because they're getting pushed in, and this Punisher will take a fort. It'll take a little bit more. We're 23 minutes in. We're level 23. ReGen can use this Punisher to take a breath. Vendetta needs to get back on to get the upper hand back. They're still up by a keep, so that's going to push through the bottom lane. And we'll see how this response is, because 3 members of Vendetta still dead. I think Vala Zag get an easy clear on this, but how much are they going to lose out of this protection for this move? This is a very important lane for them to hold on to. Yeah, okay, they're gonna keep pretty much everything. Oh, that hardly got any damage off. Hey Goose, good to see ya. Did you get Unite? I know you don't like these types of games, but it's also Pokemon's, which I think you like to play, so. Big set of camps mid, but also big defense. All 5 of Vendetta there in the middle lane, looking to stake together, not get caught out by Maiev. They're going to rotate down and clear out that bottom camp. This bruiser camp needs to get picked up soon to get some value. I don't think it provides a whole lot of value during the objective. Creeps are getting cleared out. Mainlings, lots of Zergy stuff. Joanna getting catching the Maiev, coming in, face check on the bush. Both teams trying to be very careful. The ranged auto attackers, the last on these rotations, still trying to make some moves. And Tychus all about clearing out these creeps. He needs to be looking for those Niduses though. Zag getting all over the map with those, clearing a lane, going, clearing a lane, going. Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? Look at all that XP just getting left behind. Don't they know they need their level 25 power spike? That bruising pickup finally happens. That top shrine still hasn't gone anywhere near active. Again, it is that frozen shrine. That's going to be very big for whichever side gets it. Roots, fort disabled. There it is. So look for Zag to get some pressure bot and mid. Gonna show up late for that objective. ReGen during that time needs to really assert themselves if they want to stay in the game. And Vendetta needs to ride the Zag push. Is that two? Is that two creeps? I don't know. Oh no, it's got enough health bar now that it's got a second piece. It's like I haven't seen a creep look like that. Alright, splash coming up for the shrine. Look for Vendetta to come on in. I believe I'm zoom. Yep. Brightwing coming in. Hoggard is going back and forth. Diva at the bottom, attacking the Uther. Tries to zoom around, gets shot though. There's the Hortipole trying to get some separation, but the Diva Bomb is going to push ReGen back. The falling sword doesn't get quite fight gets the reset. Half the cooldown goes away. But ReGen still at twice the camp clear, or the guardian clear than Vendetta. The health quest for Hogger is complete. Uther at triple digit health and barely doubled, then dead. I think that redemption has to be back by now. The big red button goes out, and that is going to be Frozen Punisher for ReGen. Redemption finished. Uther back alive. The stun on the Joanna is going to fall flat as the Iron Skin comes out. Really well timed feed from the Joanna. The Invisible Frizz going to get Geoxtrus away on the Brightwing. Diva off to the side, gonna retreat back down to the mid lane to get back to the team. This Punisher, 90% health and just going ham now. Alright, now the Zag and the Ball are able to lay into it. That's gonna be half health. It is just outside that keep range, so it's not getting attacked. Now it is. And it will disable structures, and depending on the timing of that, its effect can last well after death. But that strafe just going on forever and ever and ever, gets knocked out of it by the staggering blow, and that is going to be the top keep down. Lanes are now evened up for the teams, but that core is about to take a lot of health from 4 catapults that were left unattended. 30%, they're each going to get another volley off, down to 48. Those are huge catapults. Just 2 volleys and the core is over half dead. Zag got caught in the mid with the Tychus, the Maiev, and the Uther. Guess there was a little bit of chase going on that we missed while watching the core almost die. And Vala gonna get dropped as well. That's gonna be 4 dead for Vendetta. The Diva not gonna get chased. ReGen says core, hit the Quan, hit the Quan. Diva looks like she's gonna try to do some harassing. Oltanian picking up the incoming catapult to stop his core from going down. ReGen got the core down to 40%. The falling sword gonna land on 2, doing a lot of damage, doing some knockup, but it's not gonna be enough. This core at 0% is dead. Vendetta saying it's okay, guys, we're still in this, we can come back. But it is a best of 3, and that was the end of game number 1 going quite a while. What is it about Infernal Shrines and lasting for freaking ever? What was that, 30-minute shrines? Jeez. Here is a look at the talents. Grenade build for Tychus, that Neo plating, I almost said Neo Stone, that Neo Steel, I was close. Coating, getting rid of a lot of that spell damage from the Zag, and even the Vala doing a good chunk of spell damage. Going with that Gloom for the spell power, which makes sense. Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense. The Seething Hatred. I feel like these counter each other a little bit because it's consuming hatred and then also needing hatred for more damage. I'm not sure. I like the pretty basic Joanna build. Uther going into CC utility build. I like this build out of Hogger. You don't see it a whole lot. This Journeyman cooking at level 1, but pretty strong. And we saw it be very effective there. And we take a look. Hogger did only die once. Tychus in the no death club. But look at this damage from Zag. Zag just absolutely absurd. A lot of siege from Tychus, I think, from the defense and the grenades, and also Hogger defending lanes a lot. But Zag and Vala just showing why they're usually banned so often, doing lots and lots of damage. So that again is going to be game number 1 turned over to ReGen, and we shall find out shortly what our map number 2 is. Do I have any of the fluffers? Sylvanas? Oh. Sylvanas. No, puppy, you're mean. Alright, come on. Y'all are both cute. Ugh. Sylvanas. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. So, really long game too. Still waiting to hear about map number 2. And again, those bands are Ultrac, Braxis, Battlefield, and Tomb. Oh, we have a map. We have a map. It is Dargan Shargan. So, let's get that set up. Let me give Darian another sticky snack. Alright, both teams are ready to go. Game number 2, Dragonshire. Let us take
Dragonshire.
Let us take a look. Darian, who do you want to see? Who are they going to ban? Well, Nani. They need to ban the Vala. They need to ban the Zagara. They were really strong. I know they didn't win, but they were really strong. Ruff. Yeah, you know, I think that's a really good point. The Zeratul, by the way, isn't he the best co-caster? He is absolutely the best and the cutest co-caster. I'm sorry, Stoic. But he is the cutest co-caster. The Zeratul ban. Really worried about that Zeratul coming out of... What is that? What, Raven? The Zag ban coming through this time. There you go. Look, they banned the Zag. They listened to you. They listened to you. They banned the Zag. Alright, so first pick, Vala is still currently available. Let's see if they ban the Vala this time as well instead of, I forgot, the Junkrat. They banned Junkrat and Anduin last time. They still banned the Junkrat, leaving the Vala open. I think they feel like they are better capable of handling the Vala. Puppy, if you go that way, you can't see what's happening in the game. You need to watch... You need to watch the draft. It's important. It's important. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
Stand ready.
The Vala is first picked again by Yeah. Well, I told them. I told them to ban the Vala. I told them to ban the Zagara. And they let the Vala through. Dahaka, another really strong pick right now. Dahaka has been a favorite amongst offlaners since this last patch as well, giving him a lot of buffs. Brightwing coming through also really big on Dragonshire. I think I'm talking right into his ear and that's what's making it twitch. Is your ear going twitch.tv/El Taquito? This little guy, I don't know if we're able to make another emote yet, but he's gonna be the next emote. This is Darian. Sylvanas, you already have an emote. Yeah, you have an emote. Lucio and Diva, that Diva Vala coming out again, I think it was working really well. They have a lot of pressure on points, and Lucio is just an obnoxious hero to play into. I think he's gonna be really strong here on the Dragonshire as well. Especially maybe able to help control people and put them into the Diva Bomb. Yeah, put them into the Diva Bomb. You're like, I lick your face. Is that being put into the Diva Bomb? I think it is. I think that's being put into the Diva Bomb. Oh, baby. I almost said Darian. Diablo getting banned out. I think that would be a pretty devastating combo. I'm thinking about a Diablo combo on the bottom shrine with the Diva Bomb going off. That could be pretty insane. The Dahaka Brightwing. Look for ReGen to pick a Nubarak as the tank here. For reasons. And maybe a Li Ming. I think a Li Ming would be good with the two. But I think we're gonna see that a Nubarak. We might even see a Genji out of Flyest Raven. I don't know if he plays Genji, but if ReGen's doing what I think they're doing, I think Genji's that damage pick. There is the Nubarak. There it is, along with the Chromie. I think Chromie works really well for it too. I think Chromie is. You like the Chromie pick? Oh, I like you too, buddy. I don't want you to lick the inside of my mouth. What do you want to say? Speak into the mic. Speak into the mic. Yes, very interesting, Darian. Joanna and Medivh. I think the Medivh is a good counter to this engage that ReGen has, because Medivh can see it coming, can see that phase shift coming in, and then be like, nope, ley line, ley line, ley line. Oh, before this goes well, I need to put this comp into my team's comp ideas, because this is the second time I've seen it. And I think it works really well. Falstad. Interesting. I think the Falstad's an interesting, but that's another global. I don't know that that's necessarily that important. So the Joanna Medivh, I think, is going to be really good for stopping this engage, but man, this is a good engage. This is a really good engage. So I'm interested to see. Let me know what you guys think as well. There's a good chunk of you watching now, so let's take a look at who will win game number 2.
Heroes, prepare for combat.
Got 5 minutes to see how it's going and see what you think is going to happen. Meanwhile, let's not go all the way out to the gate. Let's just go a little ways out to the gate. We've got Ultanian on Dahaka, Splish Splash on the Brightwing, Aragonis on a Nubarak, Ultanian on the Dahaka, I said that already, Flyest Raven on Flyest Falstad, and Alpatox looking through time on the Chromie, putting Santa where it doesn't belong. That is the blue team. ReGen here on the red team. We got Indigo Zap on the Medivh, Haldir on Joanna, on Vala, Geoxerus on Lucio, and Zagojak rocking in that Diva mech. That is the team Vendetta. Thank you for the follow, Miyagi? Mr. Miyagi, thanks for the follow. Alright, let's take a look. I still haven't updated to the new Observer tool yet, so, but there's no Mirrodin. I think that's the only thing it affects. So never mind, forget what I'm saying. Let's be watchful of Medivh getting around. Let's take a look at these level 1s. We've got one who collect, no, that's enhanced agility, going zoom zoom. That's going to be interesting for Dahaka. Gathering Storm on the Falstad. Hi Puppy, the multi-shot quest for Vala, and we're getting Beetle Boys out of a newbie booby. Early camp started for the Vala. Oh, I'm still showing me on the screen. Ugh, sorry about that. Y'all got to see the puppy for a little bit, so I don't think anybody was too upset about it. I think y'all like seeing the puppy. So far, nobody thinks anybody's gonna win. That prediction's still going.
Capture the shrines, inherit the Dragon Knight's power, and lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
The shrines are up. Lucio looking to cap that bottom shrine. And Nubret coming in, stopping the full cap. But it is going to end up turning red as a 4v2 does not mathematically work in favor of ReGen. Vendetta getting an early lead on this lane. They're going to clear out the siege camp as well, so their siege camp probably going to get some damage onto this gate. Medivh way up top already. Trying to help out, trying to give D.Va some breathing room while getting, while the Hockey gets that top camp, D.Va getting that bruiser camp. Lots of push bottom, but there's a big old scrum in the middle lane. Or at least it's heavily populated, even if nothing's happened. I don't know that it sounds like an owl so much as a pigeon. Although isn't he supposed to be a raven? I don't know. Hi puppy, you're a puppy. Condemn on the Anubrak, the spines go out. Yeah, meta barge. Oh, the portal does get canceled. Brightwing going up to the mid lane for a reason. You're a Barky boy, huh? And Vala getting caught on the rotation. The portal is there though to help Vala get back out. I think that's just predicted with the portal showing up. Here comes the 4-man though. Condemn going out. Vala at about a quarter to a third of her health bar. And damage going into the Joe, trying to use up that healer mana. Wait, Lucio doesn't need mana. Things are happening. Now there's a 4-man pushing the bot for Vendetta. They're gonna get they're gonna get both shrines back. So that's going to be red lasers. And I hope no one goes off the screen because I'm letting the puppy out of the room. Anubret going in onto the Lucio, and there's going to be the time loop on Lucio as well with the Dragon Breath. That's going to be another taken down. That's going to be first blood at level 8. And that's going to turn, and the dragon has not been capped. Now the dragon is blue lasered. That's going to be ready for ReGen to cap. But look at this big old group, this party down bot. They're having a party and they don't need nobody. Or something. It looked like there was a Z that went out from Brightwing, but I'm not quite sure. All 5 members of ReGen in the bottom lane, leaving top to be recapped by D.Va. And now bottom looks like it's going to be recapped by Vendetta, and that's going to turn the lasers red. We're painting the lasers red. We're painting the lasers red. But Hog is going to be there to interrupt any cap, and no one's trying to cap. D.Va's still in the top. There's still 4-man bot from Vendetta. It's going to be a 4v4. This time drop onto Lucio. Lucio going down to less than half. Ignoring the portal, saying, nah, there's fast and, or I got 2 speeds. Fast and, woo, what was that? It is jolting on out of there. That is from the Matthew Broderick Inspector Gadget movie. Woo, that was a good one. I don't even remember what happens in it. I just remember it being good. Oh, right, he almost... Oh, yeah, spoilers from the beginning of the movie. Alright, so Dragon is about to be able to be capped. Bruiser pickup for ReGen, level 10s for both teams. We got Cocoon on Anubrak, the level 8 time loop, temporal loop rather, on the Chromie. I can never tell. Isolation on Dahaka. Blink Heal on Brightwing, and Mighty Gust on Falstad on Swiftwing. Then looks like instead of Strafe, we get Rain of Vengeance this time on the Vala. High Five on Lucio. Falling Sword on Joanna. Leyline Seal on Medivh, and Micro Missiles on the Diva. I guess Vala figuring she's not getting quite the value she wanted out of that Strafe, maybe not happy with the amount of CC that's available, or just wanting to set up things like Leyline. Either way, did not go Strafe. There was the big old Diva Bomb, not going to pop any damage. That Burrow coming out of Dahaka to avoid the damage. That shrine is no longer blue. In fact, it is red, which is not the opposite, but for the purposes of this game, it certainly is. Dahaka back on the point. Diva not going to stop it. That bottom point turns red. And now we're sitting in the top lane a lot, because who knew this is where the action was happening. Top lanes usually get missed in cast. And Chromie in melee range with the Joe saying, I'll punch you right in the mouth. Or I'll punch you right in the kneecaps, because that's all I can reach. Vala and Lucio getting that bottom camp. No one's going to help Chromie on this defense right now. That bruiser camp's going to come marching up, and then Chromie's really going to be in some trouble. While we are at a lull in the action, just a reminder, matcherino will give you the link to check out, or to donate to the crowd-funded prize pool that everybody's playing for in Storm Division. There's also the code STORM3, Storm3, to one of those. Let's find out. Storm S3 for a free 50 cents to put into the prize pool. Lasers are blue. Falstad looks like he's gonna cap. Is there a hero minion? There is no hero minion. First dragon of the game goes over to ReGen. The kill count is still 1-0, but it looks like that's going to change. A big Leyline Seal onto 2. There's a push off into the Brightwing. The time loop on the Lucio. Is that gonna know the high fives, the unstoppables from the falling swords, the cocoons, everything going out. No one's gonna die, but the Falstad walking through the middle fort. Here is a 4-man rotation through the portal onto the dragon. Gonna kick the Vala away. That's gonna be most of the damage coming out, but Medivh at 16 stacks and counting, getting the resets onto the Dragon Knight that protect on the Vala as she gets kicked to prevent the damage. 18 stacks. Dragon is so easy to get stacking quests off of. Dragon Knight about to expire here in about, no, goes ahead and pops out in safety. Looks like Medivh was looking for an opportunity to get his team in. Time stop onto the Joe, a little bit of damage. Gonna go ahead, Nubrak gonna take out the Boombox. And again, Joe just walking out through the top side. Alphafox still expecting Joanna to walk through the bottom side of that bush across the shrine to get out. So the first fort of the game has gone down, and it is the middle fort. We're over 10 minutes into the game. Let's do the first Dragon Knight of the game. Let's take a look at XP, and then we'll look at talents here in a minute. ReGen up by a full level, but not winning by soak. Well, no, they've got a bit more. They've got a good chunk more soak. About 2,000, but Diva is ahead of Dahaka by about 1,500. Was about the same amount. Diva getting this bruiser camp. Falstad Dahaka coming in. They're smelling something fishy. Diva as well saying, I might not want to be here and someone's coming, or I need to go to my team. Interesting the disparity in the XP. I think Falstad is accounting for a good chunk that we're seeing in the level difference. Here are the talents on the screen. Basically the same build for Vala except for the ult change. And this bottom port about to go down. ReGen pushing in hard.
gathers within the shrines, seize them, and become the new Dragon Knight.
The time loop on Lucio finally gonna have someone to high five to. Gets protected by Medivh with no help left. Medivh gets cocooned, but not in time to stop the save on Lucio. Lucio high fiving around, skating around the battlefield, trying to stay alive. There's the Dragon Breath, barely getting out of it. Lucio almost dead to so many things and probably clinching his base boosters because oh my goodness, was he about to die so many times. I don't even think he has enough tracks on his mixtape to count how many times he almost died. But the dragon is up. The shrines are aligned, except they're not because top is blue, bottom is red. Medivh at 22 stacks, still not getting stacked. I mean, in a game like this, it's hard to. But people aren't dying, so I guess, I mean, better not be dead and lose stacks. Now the shrines are aligned. They are blue. Is Volley going to be able to get the interrupt in time? The Mighty Gust comes in, flies Raven with the clutch Gust. A new break going to cap just in time. That multi-shot wasn't able to come out before the Gust went through. And that is going to be a high five onto the Vala for the kick target. So Lucio and Vala go nowhere, but the Dragon Knight already down to 25% health, getting worn down so quickly by this Vala and D.Va. Anubarak not even able to get back to the gate in time. That was a lot of damage coming into that dragon. Not what he expected. Or maybe it was, that's why he went straight to the base. Camp value. Group siege camp, makes sense, makes sense. Looking to get invaded by Anubarak and Chromie. Having the numbers helps out there. Two-man push onto this top fort though. That's what you miss out on when you have everybody getting a camp.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
ReGen now in a commanding lead on this map. They're up a level and a half. They're up the entire front wave of structures. And Medivh following around the Anubarak and the Falstad. Trying to keep vision on the tank, that engage, that heavy CC.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The shrines will soon be active again.
Condemn under the dog. You're gonna force out the burrow, but trying to get a quick engage. It wasn't gonna happen. Joan on the wrong side of the bush from the rest of the team. And right now, Vendetta rotating down, trying to get a catch on these three. A 5v3 gap, but Falstad and Dahaka both have engage. Or globals, rather. Falstad gonna get this quick cap. That's gonna be the Dragon Knight over to ReGen. And an Iron Skin coming out from under that Burrow charge. Burrow charge. Jeez, everything is like so similarly named. There's two abilities called Blizzard. Oh, does it still say Nexomania? Oh, I thought I changed that. Thank you, Miyagi. I thought I had changed that already. Time loop goes off onto the Medivh a couple of times. He is able to go Raven form just in time to not die. There's the Burrow charge out onto the Lucio and the Medivh. Dragon Knight is done for Vendetta, chasing out ReGen. The mounted Joanna looking for an engage on Aragonis. Gonna get turned away though. Medivh still trying to stalk around. Medivh not wanting to, oh, doesn't have ley line, but not wanting to get fancy with that siege can. Bruiser Cape getting picked up for Vendetta. So 4 structures to none right now. ReGen winning the war of attrition that's going to be had in the lanes, fighting over shrines. But Vendetta, this post level 20, all they need is one good fight, and they are able to push for a keep, maybe for a core. Probably not a core at this point, but if they can take a big old fight, they can push right through a lot of buildings.
It won't be long before the shrines are ready for the taking.
Medivh chasing out Dahaka. And a lot of nothing else happening at the moment. Shrines are about to come up. Falstad next to Medivh. I
Control
keep thinking
both
Medivh's doing
shrines,
something, but he's in
and
bird.
the Dragon
Bird,
Knight's
bird.
power is yours.
Newbright coming in onto the Lucio. Lucio going to get protected and unstoppable, but the loot, or the double time loot, going to be enough to send Lucio to the grave. That's going to be a 5v4 over this dragon, which is blue laser, so ReGen just has to get Vendetta pushed off. It looks like Medivh might try to save the team or go get a shrine back. The Diva Bomb gonna push Aragonis into a bad spot. That is gonna be the tank going down. Healer for tank, but Medivh falls, does not get the Arcane Rift. And Vala falls. This is just, ooh, what is happening here? Okay, that graphic fixed. The falling sword for the escape, and this is going to be the dragon for Falstad. That is a 1 for 3 on the fight. This should be the game for ReGen and the set.
The red team's core is ahead.
Things coming in. Diva trying to stop all of the oppressive damage from the Chromie in the back, with Brightwing trying to keep Chromie alive, but Chromie does end up going down, but the core at 70% and falling. This Dragon Knight doing so much damage, just going steady for it at level 23. Should be able to get through it, no problem. Brightwing flying on in to Ultanian, and Falstad with the kill and blow on the dragon, and that is going to be game number 2. And the sweep for ReGen. Let me see if I can grab Albatox for a quick interview. Stats on the screen. Let's flip it over to talents while I try to grab Albatox. Here we go. So those were a couple of pretty long games, so we'll do a short interview. Albatox, nice sweep there for the qualifier.
Oh, thank you.
Let me turn off the game sounds are loud on the screen. Let me go over to here. Actually, let me do that. There we go. Game sounds are gone.
Alright.
So a really long 2-game sweep Seemed like it was never going to end. So tell me what's going on, man.
Well, what game do you want to start off on?
This is just tell me about things you thought were cool, interesting, things that went exactly the way you planned, things that didn't go the way you planned, and I won't go into too much detail as I typically do.
I mean, first game, we were behind on macro pressure. Zag is really annoying. She's really strong.
You let both
Zag
Zag
was-
and Vala through. What the hell, man?
Yeah, we didn't expect them to pick up both of them. We kind of expected them to pick one or the other.
Oh, well. 'Cause you
But
had
yeah,
first
they
pick
took
for it
both of
too,
them.
right?
Yeah.
And you didn't take. Okay.
I don't know, we really wanted the Uther.
You got it. You still won,
um,
but like.
Yeah,
on hard
it
mode.
was a longer game just because of Zag.
Yeah.
Like,
Did a great job.
yeah, running double support, you don't have too much macro pressure. It's only between like how well your 4-man clears and your off lane clear is. But like having essentially 2 off laners really slowed down the game. We had to pick fights wisely. We found like the final push pick. That one was really vital. Basically ended the game right there. But we were basically just waiting for Ness objective, and they wanted to gauge on us, but we got the pick. So that's pretty much how game 1 ended.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. And notably, I like the Maiev stuff. Even in Div E, we're working on some tricky Maiev things and whatnot. It's just fun to see. But it looked like the Diva bomb was, no pun intended, but just blowing up the Maiev engage.
Yeah, but I think with double support, it doesn't matter too much because we just disengage and we still always have that engage because our health bars are going to be full. May have cooldowns eventually come off cooldown and we just go again.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like
I guess
Supov,
I mean it just it negated the
yeah.
Warden's cage specifically. But
Oh
yeah, you
yeah,
had the rest
so
of it.
did the Johanna falling sword.
Oh jeez,
But
yeah.
yeah, that was kind of annoying. That kind of just obliterates Cage in general.
Yeah, but it was a really good pick otherwise. But yeah, but really strong game 1. Looked kind of dicey there for a little bit, but came back.
Game 2, yes, it was probably a boring game, but
I found stuff to talk about.
yeah, it was the complete opposite. We had all the macro pressure, and we just basically controlled the whole entire map with the triple global. So we didn't really have to force fights because we were always getting value somewhere else.
Yeah,
And I
it worked
mean,
out
we
great.
just drew the game out until they had no keeps and we had Dragon up.
Yeah, I saw the Dahaka first pick. Or no, I saw the Dahaka Brightwing first 2 picks, and I was like, oh, they're going to go a Nubarak, and they're gonna take Li Ming or Chromie, some artillery mage, and the Falstad was a nice touch for the extra global from the last time y'all did that comp. But I didn't see any of those same style of engages. What was different?
I think having the triple global instead of like just Dahaka top. Also, they did have the Medivh, so engaging with like an Anubarak with the dig bot 5v4, it's still gonna be tough because they can just portal out, shield. We don't get picked. Yeah, so it's really hard to force those engages.
Okay.
Like we saw previously. So we just played the macro game, and
It worked.
I mean, yeah, it's a slow burn. But as long as we don't fuck up, I mean, the game's ours.
Yeah, well, you didn't. It worked out pretty well. Anything in particular? Did you have to pivot anything other than go into macro from that engage style with the Medivh?
Not too much actually.
Well, that's good. As far as the plan goes, that's good. Yeah. So, was there anything else about the set that you wanted to hit on?
My brain's a little fried just because
They were long games.
like
We had
20 plus minute games.
We had a 42-minute Infernal Shrine during last season that was very painful. So I feel you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about the set.
All right, well then hit me up with them shoutouts and stuff.
Yeah, shout out to the team in the org playing a good set today. We're going to semis tomorrow. Um, don't know who yet, but I feel confident that we have a good chance at making the finals. Shout out to the Castles and NGS. I mean, thank you. I mean, casting's hard as I always say. I've always wanted to try it, but never did. So I mean,
Hey,
respect to you guys.
you'll see when I'm casting. Let me know if you want to co-cast.
Sure thing.
I mean, I'd be happy to do it at least once. It's really fun. For me, especially with, like with the co-caster. Not that that's necessarily what we're talking about right now, but with the co-caster, it's mainly just talking about whatever, and then when things are relevant for the game, we come back to it.
Hmm.
But yeah, thanks for giving us a good set to watch. That game one really tight, really nerve-wracking. The game two, kind of a Dragonshire, almost a clinic, with map control. So congratulations, and
Thank you.
that puts y'all going into the next round of the qualifier. I believe the bottom bracket semi.
Hmm.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, good luck tomorrow night, and we'll probably see you in Storm Div.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night. All right, and that is pretty much going to do it for the cast tonight. Let's run on over to the NGS channel where they are in the middle of, or they're in between game 1 and 2 of the second set. So we'll get started on over there. With that, I'm Taco. You can find me at twitch.tv/eltaquito and at the Lil Taco on Twitter for casts and matches and doggos.